Just ran 22 miles. Okay. And I know how I sound. I know how I sound because I remember before I was a runner. Who cares how much you ran? Just because you ran a certain amount doesn't give you an entitlement to speak however you want to speak. I totally know that. But today, I'm going to pretend that running 22 miles gives you a free pass to say whatever the fuck you want to say for 10 to 20 minutes. I can't tell you how many friendships, how many meetings that I've had with people, how many people that I've had to work with. I can't tell you how many transactions that I've had in my life where on the other end of that transaction, it was a ingenuine person. It was a wolf in sheep's clothing. I can't tell you how many people that will follow you, whether it be on a social media platform or whether it be in real life. They'll follow you to ride your coattails or to ride your energy, basically. And truthfully, these people have, it doesn't matter. It's not a thing if they have opposite beliefs, but you guys have parallel realities and ideals. And you don't really realize that when you're a kid, because as you're a kid, life is a lot more general. Life's a lot more easy. You see, the structure, the government, which government means literally the word government, govern means to control, right? We look at the etymology. Grammar, the word grammar originates from grimoire, which grimoire, I think I'm messing that word up, means to cast spells, right? So this system that this so-called government has built has been to disenfranchise, in my belief, the true authenticism of the human nature. For example, I have nothing against what your creed is, what your desires are, what you like to do in your own time. But you cannot tell me that pushing the LGBTQ plus movement is natural. It's not a natural thing. Like pushing for women's rights back in the early 1900s. That's a natural thing. I mean, it makes sense to give women rights. It makes sense to let women work. But when we talk about things like Black Lives Matter, which again was an unnatural cause, was an unnatural committee. When you look at who controlled Black Lives Matter, right? When you look at people like the LGBTQ, I mean, there's even people that are high up that say that this is an occult group, right? There's people that transition, right, from one gender to another, thinking that they're gonna solve all their problems, their anxiety, and it actually makes it worse. But of course, these studies and these experiments aren't shared with us, right? Because there's an agenda, there's a clear agenda, right? But ultimately, I want to even go deeper because the rabbit hole is endless. Your closest friends, and for a word that I don't like to say, your family members. That's where a lot of people mess up on their ascension. That's where a lot of people mess up on, I wouldn't say you can't escape the matrix. If you're in this body, you're in the matrix, but that's where a lot of people mess up when they're internally escaping the matrix because they can't let go of maybe their closest friends or their family members. And their family members keep them into that perpetual brain dead, oh, you know what, fine, I'll just have some ribs. Oh, you know what, fine, I'll just have some cheese. Oh, you know what, fine, I'll just drink today. Oh, you know what, fine, I won't work out. Oh, you know what, fine, I'll take a break. Because truthfully, our family members and our friends, a lot of these mother lovers are settlers, a lot of them. A lot of these people that you're around, and look, I'm gonna be really honest and I'm gonna be really blunt today. A lot of these people are sure they want to keep up with you, sure, not even keep up with you, but sure they want to dream like you, or sure they want to be ambitious like you, or sure they want to experience life in a similar way, or they act like they do, or they make it seem like they do, but truly they're just blowing smoke out of their ass. A lot of these people. And then months, years down the line, you'll come to find out that these people were just smoke and mirrors. They're really battling their own addictions, battling their own self, and they're nowhere near being who they truly want to be because they're still lost in who they thought they were. So when I look back on my life, me being an only child, me being single for however long, the last 6, 7 years, me living alone right now, when I look back on my life, I'm alone for a reason. Because don't get me wrong, I was born an only child for a reason. I'm able to entertain myself, and I practice no fap. Okay, I'm not talking about fap. I'm talking about there's something about me that I have in me. There's something about me that I have in me where I'm able to entertain myself just through my own thoughts, just through my own viewpoint, my own mindset on this, on my world and my life and what I do and what's fun to me. And there's not a lot of people that can do that. But when you are shedding off a lot of these beliefs that have been spoon-fed to us, especially in America, but obviously all around the world, there's no way that you're going to be able to shed off these beliefs that aren't for your higher good. You're not going to be able to shed them off with people. You're not going to be able, because everyone's different. When you are letting go of the glamour and the social conditioning, that's a solo process. Shadow work is done alone. Nobody knows you better than you. And this brings me to my next point. And this is just random. All this is kind of random, just off the top. First of all, we've never been to the moon. They can't get to the moon. We've seen them for the last 10 years plus, probably until, we've always seen them, right? Now we just have it documented. They're trying to crack through the firmament. They can't do that. So if they can't get through the firmament, then this is an easy one. Dinosaurs never existed because if nothing can get through from the inside, nothing can come through on the outside. So meteors can't do that. So that's just a real quick, little fun, little kudo. But I wanted to talk about therapy and how all of a sudden, ever since 2020, March 17th or 18th, when the world shifted, right? Kobe, which Kobe, look up Kobe in Japanese, look up what it means, right? And then guess when Kobe died. Everything is all synchronistic, and they love to off people. Everything is ritualistic, right? So upon that, on the heels of that starting, guess what? Now therapy is very prominent because they got people alone. And what I just say, when you're alone, especially when you have no one to hang out with, especially when you don't have a passion, you don't have a desire that you're in every single day or every other day or however, right? You start to thinking. And a lot of people, this is where a lot of people get effed. This is why your friend's always hitting you up. This is why they always want to go out. They always want to meet up, right? This is why I remember dating this chick and dating this certain type of chick where as soon as they're out of a relationship, they get back into another one. I have so many friends that as soon as they're out of a relationship, they get back into another one because these people can't be alone. These people can't bear to be alone. There's nosy people all around here, all around this world, right? There's nosy people all around this world. I think there's one right here. But there's people that can't bear to be alone. And there's people that are so alone that'll be nosy and that'll just listen like this person does every day. But anyway, so the point I'm getting to is that the world, the government, right, knows what they were doing. And then the one company that I want to talk about is BetterHelp. Because one day I was like, man, all of a sudden, where did BetterHelp come from? All of a sudden, BetterHelp, BetterHelp, BetterHelp. And I had a hunch. It just hit me. It just struck me like a lightning bolt one day. Who owns BetterHelp? Who owns BetterHelp? Well, wouldn't it be funny to know that the same people who own Procter and Gamble, the same people who own all these oil companies, all these gas companies, all of the mining companies, all the companies that are harming the environment, the food industry, Nabisco, all the processed foods, all of the dairy farms, the same people that own all of these companies that are in vain, right? Don't get me wrong. I don't think eating meat or uh, being animal based is wrong, but the way that they do it is wrong. It's ethically wrong, right? The slaughterhouse is ethically wrong. Well, the same people, which are BlackRock and Vanguard, that own all of these unethical, like literally, they're the main proprietary owners of the people who fund, because everything's a partnership when you get up high into ranks, right? Well, BetterHelp is ran by these same people that own the slaughterhouses. So what do you think these people are really doing at BetterHelp? Here's the thing. This is why they're able to get away with so much, because the people who own BetterHelp, well, they're at the top. Matter of fact, you don't know who they are. You'll never see them, even though we do know one of the owners of BlackRock. But everyone down, like the therapists, they think they're doing a good job, when really what they're doing is collecting data on individuals, especially in this time period, because the time period also has to do with it. They're collecting data to see from the fruits of the labor that was done, right? Right? The pandemic, all these different things, I'm just gonna say it, to see and get data so they know what to do with it. Look, when a company like BlackRock or Vanguard owns a company, or owns the majority of a company, especially the company being a therapy company, you better believe that they're not just their main objective isn't to just help and heal people. Their main objective is to help and find out how to capitalize on people in this time period with what they're going through. Get the data so we know how to use it. So next time we do something similar to this, it's all a game. And this is what really is nutty, right? Ultimately, I don't believe that this world is supposed to be all sunshine and roses. I believe that we're supposed to have some type of resistance that's always going on, because in this spiritual game, in this life, we always do have a resistance, whether it's always sunshine and roses or not. I'll give you an example. As soon as you achieve something, right, what happens? Well, whether it's the same thing and you want to achieve more of that same goal. So for example, you run a half marathon. Now I want to run a marathon because I did a half marathon. That was so fun. The journey and me accomplishing it was so fun. Well, guess what? You training for that marathon, even though it's something that's fun and you're moving forward and you're expanding, in order to get there, you have to go through contrast. You have to go through training. You have to go through hours of work, right? To the point where your body is going to be on the cusp of being sore, right? Until your body's going to feel like it's on the cusp of wanting to break down. Right until and you taper off and you stop, you heal up for a couple weeks, bam, your body now, you've pushed it in out of its comfort zone for so long that what was out of your comfort zone is now your comfort zone. So it's almost like a take and give, right? I need to give a little bit of blood away. I need to give a little bit of sweat away, a little bit of energy, my life source away, in order for me to grow, right? As an individual, and growing mentally, but also physically as well. And it seems like almost like it's ass backwards. Like I need to give away some of myself in order to grow. Same thing as investing, right? And what's funny is just that last 2 minutes, I just now realize like, wow, that's a really good viewpoint. I've never said that before. And this is how we know we're being flowed through, because I really just wanted to come on today. This is video 7 days, 7 in a row, 7 days, 1 video a day. And you can imagine after running for however long, after running for at least an hour, right? But in this case, a little under 4 hours, I'm tired, right? I'm a little tired. But, I was tired all until the 16th mile. And as soon as I hit the 16th mile, 17, 18, 19, all of a sudden I woke up. It's really interesting. Again, it goes back to sometimes when you give a little bit of yourself away, or in order for you to grow, you need to give a little bit of yourself away, just automatically, right? When you're trying to get stronger at pull-ups, you're pulling up every day until you're tired. You're giving away energy. And then until 2 months later, now you're pulling up on everybody, right? Ultimately, when it really boils down to it, I know this video was all over the place. I just wanted to get some thoughts out into the air. There's people out here that you're only supposed to just meet and just keep moving forward, keep walking by. There's people that, I just heard this, I think 19 Keys said this, and I'll keep it there. I don't watch too much of his content nor anyone's content like that. But he said something that stuck with me. And he said that, you know, a lot of people are going to want to come with you, but they're going to be luggage. A lot of people are going to want to travel with you, but they're going to end up being luggage. And that's honestly, bro, girl, dog, sister, ma'am, sir, my friend, that's about 99% of the people that you're around are going to be luggage. All these motherfuckers are luggage. And until you start to go miles and miles and miles journeying on your own is when you meet up with the people that you're looking, oh shit, you're on this journey too? Oh shit. And then now it's automatically you're gonna hook up and link up with these people, whether it be, you know, business-wise, friendship-wise, relationship-wise. But that's where I truly believe you find, you know, the people that are supposed to be in your life. Because honestly, you know, these cities, these towns, this is not organic, right? These cities and these towns, we think that being around large crowds and large groups of people and having a lot of friends is a natural thing. That's unnatural, right? Having these apps, social media, and having all these followers and all these people who don't even know you. Hey, oh, do this. Oh, hey, where you at? Oh, da da da. Oh, this video sucked. Thumbs down. Oh, where? Oh, da da. Oh, da da da. Oh, they did this. That's unnatural. All that is unnatural, right? So, you know, if you look around in your life and you find that, you know, you're kind of on this path by yourself, you're going the right way. You're going the right way. If you look around and you wonder why, man, I feel like nobody's on my wavelength. I feel like, you know, there's people that, you know, that I just don't connect, you know, I just feel like people just don't, you know, you go in the right direction. And there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, it's you. You're the light. So that light technically isn't even at the end of the tunnel, right? But at the end of the day, man, just make sure, I don't want to say protect your energy because that's a sign of weakness. And when you have good, true, light, love, source energy, the negative energy needs to protect their energy around us. Those negative people, those people with the low energy that are into the sex and that are into selling their soul and that are into doing things to look good in front of people or doing things for those people need to protect their energy around us because we're the real light bearers, right? We're the real people who don't waver and don't sell out to these groups. I don't care how cool you look. I don't care how cool you seem. What's your character like? If you're walking around acting cool, too cool for school, cool around everybody, you're not a true God. You're not a true, genuine source follower, God follower. You're an egotistical king. That's why it's so cringy. Oh, hey, good job, king. No, I'm not no motherfucking king. I'm far from that. I'm a God. I'm a son of God. I am God-like. My name is Michael, which means gift from God or God-like. You can pick it whatever way. But I am not no damn king. I don't wear nothing. Only thing that's on my crown is this pineal. I don't wear anything gold on my crown. I barely wear a gold necklace. I don't even wear earrings. I wear nothing. Okay? I got everything in here. Okay? So make sure you're sticking around those people that are authentic and that are genuine, right? Because at the end of the day, when you're around motherfuckers that are just wasting their time, that don't have a grasp on life, trust me, they're gonna pull you down, because the only way you're able to communicate with these motherfuckers is if you lower your vibration. And if you are still here on this video, you are not one of those motherfuckers that lowers their vibration. Not anymore. Trust me, there's gonna be some days where we dip. There's gonna be some days where we wanna taste that contrast again. But just know who you are and keep emphasizing that every single day. And before you know it, you won't even remember who you were. You'll just remember who you've always been. That is source-like, from God, a fragment of God, pure love and light, okay? Keep those eyes open, keep that heart open, and know that you're going that right direction, okay? Let all those other motherfuckers that are, hey, let's go here, hey, let's do this, hey, let those motherfuckers fall to the wayside, because it's about your time now. It's about you. It's about you, and knowing that what you've been doing is the right direction. I know you've seen that 222 on the clock or on the license plate. I know you've seen that 444 at 1111, okay? So I appreciate you guys, man. 7 days of videos, 1 video a day for the last 7 days. Trust me, we just getting started. Love and light to all, and to all, love and light. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Throw the thumbs up, tap that like button, hit a comment down there, hit the thumbs up, the bell. Look, I'm scrambled, okay? We're about 7 weeks out from this 50-miler, okay? Trust me. I love you guys. Love and light to all, and to all, love and light. Forever out. That wink was cringy. Forever out.